Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is day 22 of our best of 30 days of sketches. Here is our sketch today. It is by Rochelle Spears. It has, it looks like a torn piece of paper kind of coming through here on top of another piece of paper on top of another piece of paper. And then it has a couple of fishtail banners with 2 photos, big title. I'm not going to be able to do this tall photo because the slip photos I've selected, I'm probably going to do a square one. So I'm going to have to see kind of how this plays out a little bit. What I have picked is these 2 photos here. Honestly, I'm picking them mostly because my little baby, look how cute she is. She's about a year old. She's probably 11. She's probably, this is a summertime thing. I can tell just from the people's outfits and about her size here. I'm going to say she's probably just over a year old. So this is probably June, July, something like that. And I'm thinking this is going to be like my horizontal, and I'm going to trim this one to be a square. So that's how I'm going to do that. And then I have this Scrap Room Flavors of the Month kit here. Simply Summer is the name of this collection from Fancy Pants. And I like it too because in this one, I feel like her shirt kind of goes, and the blues and stuff all kind of go with the blue here. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this some kind of way. These are really pretty. Ooh, a wood grain. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, I think I just figured out what I want to do. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, that's what we're going to be doing. And we will put these pictures like this. Yes, yes, yes. And then the little ephemera pack, you just have a little mixed bag here, kind of random, summery stuff. So it's not going to be thematic to this water picture here, but I'll figure out some kind of way. Oh, look, the little swim trunks was cute. Little outfit. So anyways, I will figure out some kind of way to do that. I haven't figured out my title yet, y'all. I always do this. I pull this stuff out and I always forget to put my title. So I'll figure that out too. All right, so that's where we are. Let me get started and I'll come back on soon. Okay, so I showed you guys the order of the papers I was going to be working in, and I have done that. I'm showing you right here where I've gutted those papers. I couldn't bear to leave them all covered up. So I did keep out basically the middle of the wood grain and the middle of that little plaid on the back side of it. And I'm looking there to see, you know, what's left on that. I'm looking at, can I use the, I thought maybe the little numbery ones I could use as the fishtail banners, but that wasn't going to work because then the numbers are the wrong direction. So I set it aside for a minute. And I thought, okay, this wood grain here, I can use to mat these photographs. Now this is where if I'm honest with y'all, yesterday I bragged so hard about how easy that layout was and how awesome it went and blah, blah, blah. This one I struggled, y'all, and it's my own fault, and it's because I chose photographs that were not the same as the sketch, and then I struggled with how to align all this stuff. So initially I thought, I'll just put these out next to each other. Well, then the fishtail banner problem popped up. And I'm like, okay, wait. If you do that, Christine, you really can't see your fishtail banner. So I thought, well, I'll just offset it or whatever. And no, it wasn't going to work. I go, that's not going to work. So then I went off and I got a journaling card. And this didn't come from this collection at all. I just kind of went into my stash and was digging around. And it's really cute. It says a little bit of crazy, a little bit of loud, a whole lot of love. And if I'm honest, that matches our family. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to paste this on here. The little off color green, I guess it's a little bit of turquoise to it, is a tad off color. But really, it's not that bad. So I'm okay with it. So I decided I'm going to mount that on that same wood grain paper. First, I mount it that direction. Then I go, no, that looks kind of goofy. I'm going to move it over. Because it's not the same width, obviously, as the photograph, because it's the photographs are like 3.5 and this is like a 3. So I've got this space and I thought, okay, well, that's okay. I'll just overlap that. And y'all, this is where I go back. I could not get this. I struggled initially. Like I said, this was not as easy as yesterday's layout. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to make my fishtail banners. I'm going to see where stuff needs to kind of lay. Now, again, I'm sorry about the sunlight, y'all. It's in the afternoon. I had a lot going on this morning for work, so I didn't get to get in here until about 5 o'clock. So now I got a lot of sunlight on the page there. So, yep, that's what we got going on. So, anyway, I got my fishtail banner. I'm like, okay, that'll work there. So I'm going to trim this other one up. Sorry about that. So I'm going to trim this other one up, and I kind of need to lay it all down. I haven't glued anything down really yet. You're going to just, y'all, you just going to kind of see me struggle with this stuff. I'm going to lay it and move it and shift it and move it and it's blah. And then I'm going, okay, I can put this fishtail banner over here. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, but the other one's not long enough. And then I go, oh, I probably need to scuff the edges. So I'm going to pick those up in a minute. And I'm going to scuff the edges. But then I got to thinking, well, then like I said, I really struggle with this one. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll lay this picture over the top of this other one. Then I go, no, I'm just going to scuff these banners. You know, again, this is when you do something that you know you want to do when you don't know what you want to do. So decide to scuff the edges of these things. And I'll do that to both of these little fishtail banners. And I do that mostly because I had torn the edges of the other paper, the blue flower paper. And I just thought, you know, it's kind of got a little organic feel to it. So that's what I decided to do. Now I'm going to lay all these down here and think, that looks so weird with that little edge over there. So I get some string and I go, I'm going to wrap it around the edge of this thing. And I'm not unhappy with this decision, but y'all, I am so clumsy. My hands, I try to tie a bow and it takes me forever. This darn string, I don't know. I'm trying to tie this bow and it doesn't work. Well, anyway, so y'all are watching me do that. I am going to put foam up underneath all three of these pictures, or I guess it's 2 pictures and a journaling card. I'm going to end up putting foam up underneath all of those. I will end up taking the top fishtail banner because you can see how much longer it is. I will cut that and I'll use that to extend the bottom one so that you can see it on the far left side as well. Now, I'll just tell you, these pictures, I can't add a lot of journaling because I haven't a clue exactly where these were, exactly when these were. I know the general timeline because I'm looking at my daughter and she's just over a year old. So my guess is this is like, I think I said this in the beginning, probably June, July, something like that. And I know we're in Temple because of the people that we're with. It was family members, and that's where they lived. And I think this might have been a little fairy. I can't swear on it, though. I'm not going to swear on it. This might have even been near a lake, or it looks like it might be near the lake. I really, honest to God, do not know. So I can't put a date. I can't put a time or even exactly a place. These pictures actually came out of my mother-in-law's box of photos. So that's how I got these. She passed away, so I got her box of photos. And so, again, I know the general story, but not enough detail. And I honestly, I love the pictures, though, mostly because of my husband's holding my daughter. And it's just adorable to me. She's so tiny, and he's got a hold of her. And I just love looking at that picture. So that's why I'm documenting them, even though I really don't know much about them. But I do love the pictures because they're in there. All right, so I'm kind of aligning this fishtail banner. I don't know, y'all. This T-square, I don't know. I think it's working. But anyway, I'm going to try to line all this stuff up here. And I'm trying to follow the sketch. I'm going to be honest, it's a little wonky because, again, my 2 photos or my 2 square picture things are actually longer than the one in the picture. Now, here's where I go goofy, too. Y'all, I glue this fishtail banner down. And then look at that. It's hanging off the side of that page over there. And I glue it there. And then I realized, oh, Christine, that's hanging off the side. You can't do that. It's got to come back into the page. So I fix it. But yeah, that was a bit of a boo-boo. Not a big deal, but it's like, what am I thinking here? Here's where I'm trying to organize these things. And I go, okay, now I need to put this guy on here. I'm just going to extend this to the edge of the page. You're not going to see it because it is up underneath the little journaling card thing. And I go, okay, so I got this. I'm trying to organize this. And next thing I'm going to do is decide, oh, I guess I really need to get some foam for these things. So here I am. Oh, I forgot to glue down the edge of that little journaling card. Yeah, so like I said, this layout, and it was really funny because the first 3 little pieces came together so easy. You know, I did my trim of my corners of my designer papers. The wood grain, the plaid, and the flower, that came together so nicely. It was getting these 3 photo elements working because like I said, I did not use what was on the sketch. And the sketch, obviously, if the sketch works, then your design would work. But I had to deviate, and hence my struggles. So, okay, so here's where I got my foam. I did use some of my crappy little foam without any stickers on the back, which that's okay. Now, I will tell you the other little, so the sketch calls for like butterflies, which I guess generally speaking, it just means, hey, put something here. I end up using these, because this collection is this little bit of summer or whatever, I use some little summer goodies out of the ephemera pack. None of them make any sense, if I'm honest, but it's okay. I mean, it's summer, and I know this is basically summer because of her age again and what we're wearing. So I know it's summer, but I end up putting like the little shirt and shorts, and then I use a watermelon and a Coke, and none of that's in here, but I don't care. It's cute. It works. We're going to go with it. I do end up making it the title, Capture the Moment, and I get that off of one of my little rubber letter things. And then on that same little set of stuff, it was kind of cool because there's like stars and there's little well, yeah, basically stars. I use stars over the thing, so you'll see that as well when I start adding stuff. So instead of butterflies, I end up using some stars. There was a little tag kind of poking off the right-hand photo. Looks like a little, like, I don't know what those are called. I don't want to say it's like a pull tag. I didn't put that because even the butterfly even had like a little, I wonder if it was a string, like a thread or something that made out like it was a little path, and I didn't use that either, so none of that gets done. But I used, instead of journaling like the actual date and all that kind of stuff, I just used some cute little word phrases, so you'll see me grab those in the end. If I'm honest, I pulled out my Tim Holtz. I have Tim Holtz, but it's the snarky ones. But I thought, well, maybe I can find something in there, and I pulled off 2, and then I went, no, these are just not the mood and feel I'm going for. So I yanked those off, and I don't keep that on. I did film it, but I took it off because I go, well, that doesn't really add any value because I took everything off. So I take that away. This capture, I'm trying to just find where can it lay on top of the moment. Moment I'm happy with. Now, technically, that's not part of the sketch. The sketch, the title was actually all on what we would see as the blue flowered paper. But I liked Moment on my little fishtail banner there, so he stays there. So I'm going to put capture on top of the fishtail banner, even though that E kind of dips down. I don't know if that could have come up or not. Maybe not. So then I took the, and I thought, well, should that come down? And I look at that for just a second, and I go, no, I'm just going to kind of put it right there. And that looks okay. I think that looks fine. What am I doing? I'm fixing to pull out this ephemera. Now, there's some cute summer stuff like a water hose and a hammock and stuff. And I actually have a picture. I need to find it. I've seen it recently, so I'll find it, of my mother-in-law holding my daughter in like this swing thing that looks real similar to that one right there. So I think I'm going to try to find that picture and use the rest of this. There's not much of this collection left, but I'm going to try to use it with that little swing because I think it'll look cute. But the swing doesn't work. The hammock doesn't work. The big old flower-looking thing don't work. So I just pull out the shirt and the shorts and the little watermelon over here and the little Coke bottle. There was a little ice cream sandwich. There wasn't any ice cream. Not that there's really anything on here that matches, so I don't know why I didn't use the ice cream sandwich, but I put it back. I ended up pulling out, I guess I hadn't pulled it out yet. There's a little bottle, little soda bottle, and a little flower. I have set the flower down there, but I don't think I've pulled out that soda bottle yet. But here's where I'm kind of going, okay, what else do I want? Oh, I see that little gold arrow. And I try sticking it up there, but it don't, because I put the picture up on foam, it doesn't lay down. So I end up just sticking it on the picture. I'm not 100% sure with that decision. And because it's kind of laying on it, I may come back and move it again. I went ahead and I took pictures and everything, but, you know, looking at this video and stuff, I'm just not 100% sure I love that. So I might have to move that. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put the shirt up on a little bit of foam on the top part of it, although I do use ATG on the bottom part, so it just makes the shirt kind of lift up a little bit at the top. And then I'll put the shorts up on foam, and then I'll glue the, oh, there's that little Coke bottle. I'll glue the watermelon down flat, but I'll use foam on the Coke bottle, and I'll use foam on the pink flower down there at the very bottom. I like my foam, I'm not going to lie. I like dimension. All right, so now I'm going to put some foam on my shorts. There were some yellow enamel dots that came with this collection, and I did think about it, but by the time, again, you'll see this in just a minute, but by the time I add the puffy stars, I go, I think that's going to be too much, Christine. So we're not going to add any more because they're laying right there. You can see them, and they're pretty, but I don't decide to use them. And in all fairness, looking at the collection, I don't think the yellow is just real, like, in your face, so I think it's okay. It might have been a little too much anyways. So I put a puffy star up in the upper left, and I've got one now and over there by the watermelon, and then I'll stick one down there by that flower. I do have to kind of look at that a couple. Well, what am I doing there? I got foam tape something else. Oh, it's the Coke bottle. So I'm going to put the foam star over there by that Coke bottle now. You'll see me do that. I did have to glue down my little fishtail banner because he was hanging out. Okay, so now here's my, I'm looking for another little star over here. Y'all, I cannot believe it's already June 22nd. We only have 8 days left of this series again. I believe Christy mentioned to me in a little message the other day that the next series is in October. And I believe she said it's going to be fully exclusive sketches. So, and by that, I mean they will not be ones that she curated. It'll be ones that were submitted by the folks playing. So that should be really fun. I personally submitted a few already. Whether she chooses them or not, I don't know. Won't be hurt if she doesn't, because there's a lot of talented people. But I definitely encourage you to check out the next series in October because there's going to be 30 brand new sketches all submitted by the players. So if you haven't, if you're a new player, then of course, in the future you can submit, but it'll be fun to play because I think she's actually got all her sketches for October already. All right, so here I put all my little foam, or puffy rather, stars. I've added some little gold ones. And I'm done with the little embellishment piece, and this is where I'm picking out the journaling. I've cut out the part. I had actually done the Tim Holtz piece and put it away and said on that. And so now I've got just like this kind of random word sticker things. I'm trying to just put them, I've done this before and in actually pretty recent layouts, but I'm just trying to mix up the colors and the sizes and the staggering of the words and stuff like that. I actually tried to move one of them and realized it stuck down too much, so I had to give up on that. I don't want to tear it up, so I just kind of go, nope, never mind. We'll just move something else. So I just put a few little things. It says little stories of everyday life, my everything, so sweet, the good stuff, and together. I think that kind of tells the story pretty good, actually. And that's really all I'm going to do. I didn't do any sprinkles. I did no mixed media on this one. It was just purity paper and stickers. So that's it. I hope you guys liked it. I know I struggled a little bit, but it is cute at the end. So anyway, check out the playlist below. Check out Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Talk soon. Bye-bye.